Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be showing my collection of stuff that is mainly for sale. There are a couple that are either sold or just in the shot in the background, and you'll see them anyways. 2 weeks ago, I filmed my friend Tim's yard in Minnesota, and got a lot of good feedback on that. So I figured I'll show you guys my stuff, what I've got. It's not as clean or as organized as Tim's, but nonetheless, I've got a few cars, and if anyone needs parts or the whole vehicles, let me know. So first things first, we'll start here with this 1960 Olds Super 88 two-door hardtop. The body on the outside looks pretty good. However, the trunk and the weather strip gasket are gone. The package tray is gone, and the floors are gone, and the frame is bad. So this car is a parts car. Has a 394 4-barrel in it, complete interior. The roof is getting cut off, so this car is definitely parts. But if you need quarters, doors, trunk lid, a lot of good stuff on this one. No title, good tail lights, complete car. So if you guys need parts, let me know. This 65 Chevy C10 is actually one of the few that's already sold. This car is going to Norway. I picked this up for a friend of mine about 3 months ago. California truck, lived a lot of its life in Minnesota. Had some Bondo and stuff, so it's got a little bit of rust, but not too bad. Someone put a rebuilt 350 in it. Have not yet really messed with this one. Just all the wiring is cut, so trying to get it put halfway back together before we try to fire it up. But very cool truck that will be living in Scandinavia. Next one up on the list, not my LBZ Duramax. It is funny though, a lot of people recognize me when I pull into gas stations and stuff just from the truck, which is kind of cool. But we just picked up this 1967 Chevy Caprice 4-door hardtop. These cars are very desirable because of the show Supernatural. A lot of people will convert these into the car from the show. It is a Caprice, so it's a higher option model. It's got rear guards, front guards, straddle bench seat, tilt column, factory air conditioning, vinyl top roof. Surprisingly enough, the floor pan is really nice, and the front frame right here where they always rot is pretty good. However, in back there's a couple small spots of rust that will need to be addressed. 327, 275 horse, so it's a 4-barrel. Got the title for this one. It just has to be transferred from the estate. But yeah, here's the bench seat, pretty cool. Looks like 2 buckets, but it's all one. There's the tilt column and factory air conditioning. So very cool car. I'm sure it'll be sold, and door edge guards as well. I'm sure it'll be sold as a Supernatural clone donor, but nonetheless, very, very cool car. Next one up is a 1960 Buick LeSabre 2-door hardtop. I picked this car up in Michigan about 6 months ago. You'll see the other one that I picked up here shortly. I parted this car out. The previous owner, took the body off the frame and just set it back down. The car has some damage on the front frame horn. So really good parts car, just not really a good builder. I'm gonna keep the roof for my hardtop, my pink Impala hardtop, which it possibly might need before too long. So if you guys need quarters, fenders, anything else, I got the hood, a lot of smalls on this car. It is available. I mean, if you guys want to buy the whole thing, it's available too, but mainly for parts. 364 Buick, 2-barrel, motor seized, good donor. Next one up is a 59 Chevy Biscayne 2-door sedan. This car came out of Central Missouri. Pretty rough in the floor pan. It does have a title. Just, 2-door sedans are getting so hard to come by, and unfortunately someone before me cut the lower half of the quarter off. But the top half's nice, front seat's missing, floor pan's out of it. 6-cylinder, was a 3-speed car. The 3-speed's gone, but the motor's still in it. Motor is stuck. I worked on it for a little bit, but decided I'm just gonna leave it alone. So probably better for a parts car, but you could build it if you wanted to. Up next, 46 Chevy half-ton pickup. This one has no VIN, which is unfortunate. Pretty cool truck though. It lived its life, its whole life, pretty much locally here. And they were cleaning up the farm, kind of a estate type deal. And I didn't want to see it go away. Look at all the plates, they just stacked them one on top of the other. Very cool truck. You know, could be a rat rod for someone. If you're interested in this one, let me know. The next 4 I did save from a salvage yard that were going to be crushed. This is a 55 Chevy 3600 3/4 ton truck. It's a 5-window. It does have a motor in it. It'd be a 235 inline 6. It's stuck currently. But how cool is this old winch setup here? I think it'd be cool like out in front of a tow shop or something. Pretty big old boom crane there. 5-window deluxe cab. Does need cab corners, but these are such cool trucks and I couldn't see it. I couldn't let it get crushed. Next one is the 47. This is also a 3600 3/4 ton. It's got the accessory front grill guard. Pretty cool truck other than the fender right here. Something got into it. Not quite sure what. Needs a good power wash. It's a 3-window truck, so not the deluxe cab. And then it's got this big old flatbed back here. Again though, pretty cool. I hated to see it get crushed. Put a new fender on it, leave it alone. Cab corners, a little bit of rust in them, but not too bad. If you guys want to see more pictures of these, just email me. I can get you a bunch. This video will be about 3 hours opening doors and looking at everything up close and personal. 235 engine in this one. Doesn't, or I'm sorry, this is a 216 in this one. Also is stuck, does not run. The next one up, I had a few guys ask me about this who are members of my channel, so I will be showing them now. But they are both 49 Studebaker trucks. And I've never seen a Studebaker before, but I figured this bed has to be rare and didn't want to see it get crushed. And come to find out, I think it's 1949 to 1954. The truck is the same truck. The only difference is the VIN numbers. So like the first 10,000 were 1949, then the next like 12,000 were 1950. So nothing ever really changed. And if I can get the door, well, right here. There we go. The VIN number's right there. And the only way to tell what year it is by decoding the VIN, which is pretty cool. So this is a 49. I'm working on getting a title for this one, the 47 and the 55. The 46 I can't get a title for because it has no VIN, so you have to, you know, maybe build your own vehicle around that truck if you wanted to buy it. The 59 has a title, the 60 has a title, the 67 has a title. Yeah, so good builder here with a good parts car. This parts car will not have a title, but you know, these parts are hard to get, so I figured if someone else needs doors or another hood, you know, steering column, there's lots of options here. Lots of good parts. And this axle, I'm sure if you want to find an axle like that, probably a tough little thing to find. All right, up next is a 64 Biscayne Wagon. This car does have a title. It's got a 283 automatic. Does not run. Probably better for a parts car, but if you need a titled builder, you could build this car. The floors, they're about half in it. All the glass has been shot out. It is a power window though, which is kind of odd in a Biscayne. And it's got the deflectors. So talking to a guy who was gonna buy this vehicle and backed out, with the power window, the deflectors, and looks like a spotlight or an antenna, you know, something would have been right here. We think it might have been like a rural ambulance or mail carrier or something like that, some kind of government vehicle. Next one up, this is a 1964 Bel Air wagon. This is a really nice car out of Kansas. I bought this from my buddy Mikey. I do have the original patina matching door. Nice interior, well, decent interior. Floor plan is pretty nice, just a couple small spots like this. Not bad, very good builder. When the car economy comes back a little bit, I'll probably put a motor in this thing and rock and roll. But for right now, it's just sitting outside here. So you can buy them both if you needed to. This one also has a title. 64 Bel Air wagon. Next one here is a 59 Biscayne or Brookwood wagon. I bought this from Roner's Auto Parts. You guys saw that video a couple weeks ago. Floor pan's out of it. The VIN is missing. I don't think someone stole it. I think it just fell off because the cowl tag is still here. Good parts car, but it's just missing a lot. You know, looking at it out in the field is one thing. But when you actually dig them out and you load them up, it's a different thing. So all the gauges are missing. Actually, this was an automatic car. So it was a 6-cylinder automatic car. All the glass is intact, except the rear tailgate glass. It's MIA. Next one up, this one might be one I just keep. I had a lead on this one from a friend of mine, and the guy I bought it from was going to use it as yard art. It sat in a field for a very long time, but it's a 1959 Impala 2-door hardtop, and it is roached. Unfortunately, someone knocked the windshield out of this car, and the floors are missing. The frame in the back is bad. The hood, you can see something was sitting on it. The hood is rotted through in the middle, but it'll be an awesome parts car. Honestly, any more of these cars can be built. I mean, none of them are parts cars. I just know for me, it'd be a lot more than I could tackle. But nonetheless, I want to showcase it. See, I don't ask about this one, guys. This one's kind of in the video, but I like this car too much right now to do anything with it. I know I'll do something with it, but we're just going to leave that one over here for the time being. All right, so that's the first one in the video that I'll say that too. This one is for sale. It's a 1962 Pontiac Catalina convertible, triple blue, blue paint, blue top, blue interior. The floor pan is actually not bad in this car, which is kind of crazy because the seats are pre-roached. It does run. I had a YouTube short I posted. Took about 15 minutes to get it running, just cleaned up the points, fired right off. Decided not to do a video on it just because it was a pretty easy one to get going. It does have a title in my name. All of these, if I say they have a title, they're in my name. I don't leave open titles. I think that's kind of scummy, but that's just me. I don't do that. So with that being said, it is for sale. I can't remember the size of this engine. I think it's a 389. But yeah, runs, would need rebuilt for sure and a full restoration. So let's go over here. I got two more parts cars and we'll head inside. All right, this is a 1959 Buick LeSabre 4-door sedan. This is my buddy Marshall's. It's been here for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. He has a 2-door sedan he bought from Wartsky, and we're using this one for parts. However, this car is a package deal with a 59 Wagon that you'll see here in a minute, and another Wagon. Yeah, 2 59 Buick Wagons. This one's the parts car to save the two. It does have a frame underneath it, the rear axle's in place, the front suspension Marshall took for his car. She's seen better days, but great parts car nonetheless. If you guys need some stuff off of this, let me know. I'm sure Marshall and myself can pull some stuff. But this car will go whole with the other two wagons, the other Buick 59 Wagons, and you guys will see those here momentarily. The video probably doesn't do this justice, but you guys cannot beat the look of a 59 Impala. God, what a cool car. And the fact that they're still being found just tucked in the trees. There's a lot more out there to be found, just gotta go find them. All right, the last two up here that are outside. This is a 1960 Bel Air 4-door sedan. Parts car, no title. I cut the dash out of it. No motor, no transmission. The floor's totally gone in the thing. Automatic steering column. So if you guys need, 4-door doors or trim, the front end is nice, a hood. Get with me on this car. I'd like to get this thing moved. Not a lot of good stuff left, but the side chrome and the drip rail, the trunk lid. I mean, there is stuff still to be saved, but the frame is even good. I'll probably just junk the body and keep the frame. Last one up, this is my buddy Mikey's. It's been here for 2 years. It's a 1963 Impala station wagon. Was factory air conditioning and a 9-passenger. One of the steps is still here, but she's a bare shell, awesome patina. But we just haven't done anything with this car. Has a title. My buddy Mike would have to be the one to sell it to you, but I'm sure he would sell this car. So yeah, came out of southeastern Nebraska, right at the Kansas border. So it's fairly dry, could be rebuilt. So yeah, here's the lineup of the cars outside. Now let's head inside and look at a couple more. My little buddy Felix, he can't go outside a whole lot anymore because it's getting so cold, you know, high in the lower 20s. He just stays inside, so he's keeping the cars protected. All right, so we'll start here. This is a 1965 Bel Air station wagon frame. This is going to Norway, but it's cool. I'm not really filming this a whole lot. I will at some point probably have a video on this car, you know, kind of the somewhat assembly of it. But yeah, this car's going to Norway, and I'll show you guys the body in a minute. Sitting here is a 1960 Olds. This is a Super 88 convertible. It was in the beginning processes of restoration, and the guy passed away, so I bought it from a friend of his. Triple blue as well, blue car, blue top, blue interior. So I don't know what they were doing back in 59 and 60, but a lot of these cars were special ordered like this. It's a power window car, right there, and a 6-way power seat, pretty cool. Really solid car. Does need, obviously, a full restoration. But, oh my Lord, Kitty, what are you doing? Yeah, he likes to check out all the cars. But yeah, it needs a full restoration, but nonetheless, very cool car. Probably could be an Impala conversion donor, but it probably shouldn't be. It's nice. This one is a 1949 Chevy Fleetline Deluxe. It's the fastback 2-door sedan. Does run and drive, it stops. I rebuilt the brake system. A lot of new parts in this car. I cleaned the tank. There was a couple videos on this car a while back. No one's jumped on it. I've had a lot of people ask questions and seem interested, but no one has jumped on this car. It's got a nice accessory steering wheel. If you guys want to see this car more in depth, there's a couple videos on it, but it does run, drive, and stop. And it's got a brand new cooling system as well, so it stays cool. My 1959 Impala, my steering box was leaking a little bit, so I had to keep a towel there. I got that situated. The frame is all restored. That is for my pink 1959 Impala. This car is not for sale. It's my driver, but I'm going to show it off anyways. This car is for sale. It's a 63 Bel Air Wagon, 350, turbo 350. Marshall put that in. Runs and drives great. Stops good. You know, brand new brake system, fresh cooling system, fresh fuel system, front grill guard, rear posi. Just needs a wiring harness and a rear tailgate glass. Very solid car. It does have some rust around the edges, you know, but considering all these cars typically are broken in half, really nice car. Came into Montana. I have more pictures, and this car is actually listed on Facebook Marketplace, as well as that 49. So if you guys want to see a bunch of pictures or videos, email me and I'll send you guys the link. Good title in my name on this one, the 49. I'm working on a title on the 60. A lot of cars will have titles and they'll all be in my name, or they already have titles. All right, the cream of the crop in this collection, that's for sale I should say, is my 59 Buick LeSabre wagon. Very few of these were made, I think 4,700. Title in my name. It's got a 401 nail head in it. The top half of the motor is gone, so motor's no good. This car comes with the 4-door parts car and a 1959 Buick Invicta wagon that my buddy Dave owns. It's in another storage location. Floors are decent. You know, they need a little bit of rust repair. It's got a very rare 80/20 split bench seat in the rear. Hard to find, very hard to find. But you pretty much get 2 wagons and a 4-door parts car. The builder is this one, I would say. I mean, it's a pretty solid car. But Dave's wagon has all of the rare trim that goes on top of the roof, right here, and then also wraps around. So as you see, the extension right here, this is just painted. But on the Invicta, it's a blue car, but on the Invicta, it's got all this trim, all this beautiful bright work, and the trim is worth probably more than the whole car in Dave's case, because the car is pretty rough, but it is complete, and it's got a 6-way power seat in it. So take the 2 wagons, build 1 nice wagon, take the 4-door, use it for any parts you may need, take 3 cars and build 1. Very cool car, nonetheless. And the last one up today is this 1960 Buick Electra 225 Riviera 6-window sedan. This is the other one that I bought in Michigan with that white LeSabre 2-door hardtop outside. This car has every single option you can get. And I'm going to open the door over here. I'm going to get through my maze of stuff, and I'll show you guys all those options here momentarily. All right, here we go. Car has a 6-way power seat. It has power vent windows. It has power windows. So the 4 actual door glass windows and then the 2 vents, all power. It's got a Wonderbar radio, factory air conditioning, rear defrost, which I've been told is the rarest option that they have, power antenna, the Autronic eye, and that little button next to it is the Twilight Sentinel, which I might get this wrong, but I believe that it would turn on your headlights for you. So kind of the precursor to automatic headlights. What else does this car have? Factory air conditioning, rear seat speaker. I think that's about it. There's a ton of options on this car. But yeah, the fact that it has power vents and air conditioning and all this, very loaded option car. Yeah, here's the switch for the power window in the back. Black on blue. You can see the rear defrosters and the rear speaker. I've been told that's about the rarest option you could have got. But yeah, this is a very well-optioned car. Power steering, power brakes, obviously, as usual. But it's a 225, so it's not a flat top. It's the Riviera sedan, so it's got the Cadillac roof, all this extra bright work right here, which is kind of goofy how it's just kind of like pointed up like that. I don't know if maybe back in the day this was folded down, but it seems pretty tight. The motor has been cut out of it, which kind of sucks, and the frame is bad. But this car definitely needs to survive. This is a very cool car. It was expensive back in its day. Definitely deserves to live. It does have a title in my name. Oh yeah, and last but not least, this is the 1965 Wagon body that's going on that brand new frame. The floor pan on this thing you could probably eat off of. It's just immaculate. All original paint still on there, nice, but the frame was junk. The body is pretty weathered, a little beat up. The interior, the vermin got into it. But nonetheless, this car is going to Norway as well as that 65 C10 outside. We're going to put this back down on that good frame once I'm done with it. New motor, new transmission, new brake lines, fuel lines. Yeah, it'll be a super cool car. New brakes. Gonna leave the patina the way it is, leave the body rough around the edges, but have a nice clean frame, all rebuilt, new bushings, and drive this thing in Norway. So yeah, this car is not for sale. This one is sold, but nonetheless, it's cool to see a project come together. I might do some more filming on this car, but I don't know, it's just kind of nice to work at your own pace, not have to film a video of every little step you're making all the time and just work. So yeah, here's the 65 that will be sitting on that beautiful frame over there. So I know I can't really compete with Tim because his yard is a whole lot bigger and a lot cleaner stuff, but nonetheless, I love filming yards like this, but I have my own little yard. I know people like to see them. So with that being said, let me know what your favorite car is out of the bunch. Mine obviously is the 59 Impala, but I'm a little biased there. But my coolest car that I think is for sale is either that Pontiac convertible or the 67 Caprice. So let me know down below what you guys think. If you guys want pictures of anything whole or complete, whole, complete, or for parts, let me know. A lot of the stuff I'd prefer to sell at whole, but some of the cars, like that Buick, like that Olds, maybe that 59 Wagon, and maybe the Studebaker, well, and the 60 Chevy and the 59 Buick. I like to sell whole, but I will sell parts off of those vehicles as well. So yeah, let me know down below if you guys want to see anything else. I'm willing and able to send as much information as I can to help you make the deal. And with that being said, the sun's setting, so I'm gonna head on inside. It's getting a little colder out here. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.